6 on Apple. Now to that gas tax story we led with yesterday. A small bipartisan group of senators is considering up to a 15-cent per gallon extra gas tax as part of a new climate bill. Republican Senator James Inhofe of Oklahoma joins the company to weigh in on that. Senator, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Stuart, it's good to be back with you.
You too, sir. We know that you don't like this idea, but I put it to you. There's 59 Democrats in the Senate and one Republican, Lindsey Graham, who are going to vote for this. Can you beat it?
Oh, yeah, we can. I can assure you that what they're trying to do right now is the same thing they did, Stuart, during the government-run health care thing on Christmas Eve. Everything behind closed doors, no committee consideration, and quite frankly, this is just another cap and trade. You and I have talked about this before, and the numbers of people who are willing to vote for the largest tax increase in the history of America are diminishing the closer you get to an election. So it's not going to happen. Now, what we're looking at right now, I heard you mention the 15-cent gas tax to support this some kind of cap and trade. That just isn't going to happen. Right now there's an effort to increase the gas tax for roads and highways and bridges. That's what it's really there for. So that isn't going to happen. But a Harvard professor did a study, and Stuart, you probably saw this. They said if we want to meet the requirements of the Obama administration, that is a 17% reduction in emissions by 2020. You better get used to $7 a gallon for gasoline.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen, I assure you.
I'm just thinking that 59 Democrats will be in lockstep on this, plus Lindsey Graham. That's 60 votes in the Senate. But you're saying you can beat that. You can beat this thing down.
I know we can beat it, because the issue is not the gas tax increase, it's cap and trade. This is another cap and trade. We went through the McCain-Lieberman bill of 03, McCain-Lieberman of 05, the Warner-Lieberman of 08, the Waxman bill, all of those, it's just about the same amount. It would constitute an increase of about $300 billion a year, which is, you know, we're just not going to do it. I can assure you, I don't think they have more than 25 votes on the Democrat side, and if you throw Lindsey Graham in there, that'd be 26 votes.
Senator, would you stay there for a second? I've got my colleague Charles Payne. He's the keynote speaker at a Tea Party rally in Richmond, Virginia today, and he's got a question for you, Senator. Go ahead, Charles.
Good.
Yeah, hi, Senator. There's also, beyond cap and trade, the notion of Americans driving these electric cars. There's an article in the Journal today. Automakers are going to go to the president and say, if you want us to sell 1 million of these cars, you're going to have to do more to make it happen. In other words, you're going to have to really find a way to force the public into these. And the only way I can think is higher gas prices. That's the only way a lot of people down here in Richmond, Virginia are going to give up their Ford 150s and buy these small electric cars.
Well, that's not going to happen. You keep those guys down there on focus, because I know the Tea Party people, because I've talked to several of their large groups. They don't want to pass the largest tax increase in the history of America. They've already had to swallow this government-run health care, which will become a majority, and we'll reverse that. We'll return that thing around.
Senator, I know Charles Payne real well, and believe me, he'll be playing that theme tonight at his speech in Richmond, Virginia. Senator Inhofe.
That's great, Charles.
Thank you very much for joining us, sir. It's always appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
Here at Varney & Company, we say it